Hey guys, I've been asked quite a few times by different people, how do I manage to read when I have really limited vision? And my answer to that is I have lots of things called low vision aids, which are different things, different magnifiers, different video magnifiers, different ways of accessing materials so that I can read letters, bills, backs of packaging and other things. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show some of them to you so that you can see how I read and how I manage my daily life with letters, cooking and other things. So I'm going to start with the very first one, which is I think the proper name for it, I could be totally wrong, the proper name for it I believe is a lobster pot magnifier. It's a tiny little handheld magnifier. It's round. It's not spherical, but it's kind of round. And on the bottom it has two little plastic legs, or I don't know, it's moulded plastic, so it has two little plastic legs that it stands on, and you can put it right on your paper. The top edge is white, and in the middle of the top edge there's a glass dome which magnifies whatever you're reading. I use this all the time. This comes everywhere with me, and I think you guys can actually probably see that it's taped up with sellotape because I've used it for so long and I've dropped it and it's gone across concrete roads and all kinds of places that I have had to put it back together with sellotape because otherwise I wouldn't be able to use it. But it's a small handheld magnifier. You sit it on top of your piece of paper. At the moment I'm sitting it on my hand. I'm not going to be able to show you this working because the camera I don't think is going to be able to see through it clearly. But sit it on top of your paper. At the moment that's my hand, and you look directly into it. I don't know whether you can see my head, but when I'm looking at it, it's right directly against my eye, and the bottom end is directly against the piece of paper that I'm trying to read. It's a 15 times magnification, so let's think. Standard newspaper print is, I think, 8-point print. So if you times 8 by 15, that's the size print you're going to be reading when you're reading this newspaper through this magnifier. It's relatively strong. It allows me to read with my vision anything below, anything that's 14-point print or above. I can just about read 14-point print without any magnification, but it's not comfortable, and most letters are written, letters and bills are written in size 12-point print, so I can read those more comfortably with this. It was supplied to me by the local hospital where I used to go to get my eyes tested. So yeah, that's the first one, a little white lobster pot magnifier. I also have another one of those. It came in this nice little box, and I was given this also by the hospital basically because my white one is falling apart. But there's a problem with this. This little one is slightly different. If it wants to come out of the box, it's a slightly different shape. It's black moulded plastic, and it doesn't have the two legs coming down. It has like a piece coming off the top of it, and then there's just like a half moon semicircle piece for it to rest on, so it's not really that strong and sturdy. I can squeeze it and the plastic will bend a bit, and it's also only 12 times magnification, whereas the other one's stronger. I can't actually read most letters and bills with this little black one, but again it works on the same principle. You sit it on top of the piece of paper, stick your eye on the top of the glass dome part with the plastic edging above it, and read. Again, it's 12 times magnification, so it doesn't really do me any good, but I have it and it's there as a spare if I ever need it. When my white one dies at some point, I probably will need it. No doubt I will drop my white one again and break it. Okay, next is the big boy. This is, when we get it out of the case, a heavy duty video magnifier. It's made by a Dutch company called Optelec, or I don't know how you pronounce it. If it's Dutch I would pronounce it Optelec, but you may want to say Optelec or OPTELEC. Anyway, that's the company that it's made by. I'm just looking on here to see. Oh, it is there. Right, let's see. Right under my right under my finger. Right above my finger, sorry. That's the company that this thing's made by. It comes in different colours, which is really cool. It's a 3.5 inch, oh, maybe it's more than 3.5 inch. It's at least a 3-inch screen. Does that mean that my phone is not 3-inch? Oh no, it's the same size as my phone screen. Okay, it's just a little bit bigger than my HTC, and it's a lot thicker and a lot heavier. But you can put it in a bag. I have put it in my pouch that's sitting under the seat of my wheelchair before, and it's not that heavy. It's about maybe a kilogram, less than a kilogram, and it's does up to 10 times magnification. But 10 times magnification on a 3-inch screen is actually a lot more than you think it is. It retails, I had to buy this myself, it retails for around about £400, which I think is about 520 euros, or I think it sells for 520 in the Netherlands. You can, there's a button just here to the left if you're holding it to you, like I'm going to cover these lights otherwise they're going to blind you, but just if you're holding it in front of you, then with your right hand you can click this little button just here. I don't know if you can see, I'm really not good at this, I'm learning though. Yeah, this little button right here you can click, and if you're watching the screen just behind my hand, you can see that it's changing colour. So it has different colour filters for people with different levels of vision, and there are 3 levels of magnification on it, with a little thing just outside of the button that you can click round. It's nice. I like that toy a lot. And let's see if I can show you how much it magnifies. There is actually another video on my YouTube channel where you can check this out and see a better demonstration of it. But there you go, you can see it's clearly magnifying the text on the book. And if I can hold it and have about 3 pairs of hands at the same time, you have the negative text filter. My back really hurts, I'm sorry guys. I'm not very good today. It has a negative filter, which is white text on a black background. Click it again and it goes to black text on a white background. Click it, oh, that's gone too far. Hey, behave while I'm trying to demonstrate you. Click it a 3rd time and it's doing full colour. I wonder if I can demonstrate this. Okay, yes I can. You see the picture on the front of this book is in full colour, and it magnifies it to full colour. Yep. It's very handy for reading things like electricity timers. The next, let me find some text again so you can see. Okay. So click it a 4th time and we get yellow text on a black background, and a 5th time we get yellow text on a blue background. I did have to buy this myself, as I said. It does come, you can either get them from the head office in the Netherlands. There is a site that you can go to get that, and I don't know what it is, so I'll put it down in the description. There is also an English office, which I'm very grateful for, because as good as my written Dutch is, my spoken Dutch is awful. So yeah, I try to deal with the English office if I can. I don't know if you can get it in the US. I'm sure there are retailers somewhere that will sell it to you if you are in the US. I don't know, I will find out. But that is my nice video magnifier. While we're on the subject of video magnifiers, I'm going to show you another one. This one I don't use very much. It's boxed up. I actually don't use this at all now that I've got the other one that I just showed you. It is a Monomouse magnifier, and it was provided to me free by social services after a lot of begging and pleading and having to go through silly little tests to prove that I couldn't use a normal handheld loop for very long. But this actually needs to be returned to them. But while we still have it in the house, I'm going to show it to you. Where is it? Here it is. Out you go. You're going to be a YouTube star. Yes, you are. Okay, guys. This is called the Monomouse for 2 reasons. One is because it's shaped like a mouse. A very big computer mouse. And 2 is because it is only in monochrome. It doesn't, this particular version doesn't do any full color images. I'm sorry I can't demonstrate it to you. The reason for that is because it has a lot of cables with it, and it comes with a SCART socket connection. So it goes directly to the back of your TV set. And I think most TV sets these days have a SCART connection on them. You plug it into the TV. It has another thing which you hook to the end of that weird looking thing there, so that you can also connect it to the wall. It needs a power supply from your mains power. The blue button in the middle turns it on and off. So it is literally just a silver mouse shaped magnifier with the camera underneath. And you use it exactly like a mouse. You would put it on the paper and scroll across. Let's do it with a book. Make it look more real. Yeah, you would scroll across to read what comes up on your TV screen. Just one problem with this Monomouse. Actually, there's 2 problems. For me, it's not very convenient. If I want to use it, I need to tell my dad that he can't watch TV anymore, because the main TV in the house is really the only TV in the house that I can use it on. The second problem is it doesn't have any, you can't change anything. It's black text on a white background, white text on a black background, or black text on a white background. That's the only 2 selections you have. You don't have any zoom, so that you can't make the text bigger or smaller. The bigger the TV you have, the bigger the text is. Obviously, if you're using it on a 15-inch screen, then it's not going to have any very big text at all. And I haven't actually tried it on a 15-inch screen, but I wouldn't think for most people with a severe visual impairment that it would be readable from a 15-inch screen. So yeah, this is the Monomouse. There are colour versions that you can get of it. You can have one that generates pictures in full colour. You can have also one that comes with a USB connection rather than the SCART connection, so that you can plug it into your computer and use it alongside your computer, which I believe is very helpful for people in the office, because you can split screen it so that you can see what you're typing up in a Word document while you're reading notes from the side of your desk at the same time. But for me, I didn't find it very convenient, so all the begging and pleading to get it given to me from social services was probably a very big waste of time. But never mind, very nice of them to provide me with it. And we will send it back, and hopefully someone will get better use out of it than I have. You can also get applications for Android operating system on a mobile phone, just like this one. It's the HTC Desire. Anything, as far as I know, that runs an Android operating system will allow you to download these apps. They're little apps that turn your phone camera into a video magnifier. And basically what that means is that if I forget my big video magnifier, or my handheld one isn't around, I can quickly use this to read things like back of packaging or prices if I'm in a store somewhere, or I don't know really, it's just a little handy thing to have on you, because most of the time most people have their phone on them. I downloaded 3 to try. I'm not going to go through them and demonstrate them really, because it's difficult to demonstrate a mobile phone while filming on a video camera, but I downloaded, I'm just looking for them to see if I can tell you what they're called. I downloaded Ideal Magnifier, Magnifying Glass, and another one, is called Magnifier. You can actually probably, I don't know if you can see them, let's see. You can probably see them right there if you can if your eyesight's good enough to read the screen. But yeah, that's what I downloaded. The Ideal Magnifier is probably the best one for me because it has the most strength with magnification. But the other two allow you to use the built-in flashlight on a phone to put more light on what you're trying to read. So some may find the others better for them. I just personally like the Ideal Magnifier because of the strength. Okay, another unboxing. I don't use this very often anymore, and I will tell you what it is when I can get it out of the box. Come on, out, you know you want to. Yep, you also want to be a YouTube star. I heard you say so. I'm so crazy. Wow, this is all tangled up. This is for distance vision things. This is perfect for if you want to go to a, there are lens caps on the other side of this that I'm just removing, by the way. This is for if you want travelling a lot and you need to read things like the times and platforms for your train in a train station or a bus, or reading the numbers on a bus, or reading anything that's basically really far away. Shop signs, that's another thing. I used to, when I could travel independently, use this a lot with the trains. I could walk through Birmingham New Street Station and use this. So anyway, it's a black monocular. It's a black metallic tube shape, and one end is, I don't know how you, okay. One end has a rubber on it, and the end with the rubber on it is the end that you look through, and the other end has a large lens on it. So when you look through it, it magnifies things. Wow, I can see so much detail on my lamp right now. But yeah, it magnifies things to, I don't know how many times. Does it say? Let's see. How many times magnification does this do? I actually need a magnifier to read the sticker that's on the box. How about that? I'll use my white one. Let's see, this over here, oh, okay. Apparently I got this from the Victoria Eye unit, and I have no idea where that is, who owns it or anything, but it doesn't say anything about how many times magnification it has, but it's strong. I can read the electronic boards for the train stations in New Street from a good distance away, and I can do that clearly, but I don't travel, can't travel independently at the moment, so it's of no use to me. It's been sitting in a drawer in the box for a very long time, but I'm sure at one point it will be useful again, because I don't intend giving up on independence. No, I don't. So, black metallic tube, and it has a little eyelet thing on the side of it so that you can hook a lanyard to it, which is very helpful because they're easy to drop and lose. I suggest you use the lanyard if you get one. I have no idea if you can buy these anywhere online. It was obviously supplied to me by some medical professional, but again, if you want to know more details or want help to try and find out where to get one from, just leave it in the comments or send me a direct message and I will do my best to help you. The little handheld magnifiers, by the way, which I showed you before, the white one and the black one, they were given to me by the hospital, the eye hospital that I go to. However, I have seen these for sale on eBay, and I think they retail for about £4, which is like $6, and I haven't bought one yet, but maybe I will, and let you know if it's any good. But anyway, that's it for all the low vision aids that I have. If you have any questions, or if something on the video wasn't clear because I'm not able to see the LCD screen on the camera very well from where it's sitting, then please tell me and I will try my best to do just a single video on it to give you more detail. But yeah, if you have any questions, ask. If you want to share the video, go ahead and do so. Click like, click subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Anything else you want to know, yeah, just tell me and I will do my best to help you. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to apologise again for such a long video, but I'm sure you found it interesting, and I will catch you again soon. Thumbs up.